Today I'll be going through standard deviation calculations. And standard deviation is essentially a measure of the spread of data around the mean or the average of a data set. Now there's two types of standard deviations you can calculate. The first is called the sample standard deviation. And like the name suggests, a sample standard deviation is just the standard deviation of a smaller sample taken from a larger population. So for example, maybe you are doing a study to find the average height of people in a country with a population of 10 million people. So a sample could be maybe a group of 100,000 people out of those 10 million people. But the key point is that it's not every single person or every single object in the data set. And the other type of standard deviation is the population standard deviation. And this is just when you're using data from the entire population of things that you're studying. So for example, if I was trying to study the grades achieved by students in a certain exam, if I was doing the population, I would be using data from every single student who took that exam. So it's the entire population. But if you're studying maths in high school, and just in general actually, the main type of standard deviation you have to worry about is the sample standard deviation. So that's the main one I'll be focusing on, but just in case I will go over the population standard deviation at the end as well. Alright, here's our first example. Here we have a sample of numbers, and let's just say this was from a survey studying how many hours people use their phones per week. So how do you work out the sample standard deviation? Well, you just follow a simple formula that the sample standard deviation is the square root of the sum of each individual piece of data, xi, minus the sample mean, squared, over the number of data points in the set, minus 1. So don't worry if you don't understand this formula immediately, because I'm going to talk you through it a couple times. So you can start off by calculating the sample mean, which is just going to be the sum of all the data points in the set, divided by the number of data points in the set. So this one is 5, so that means we're going to divide this by 5. And that gives a mean of about 22.8. So now we can plug that into our formula, which is just going to be the square root of the sum of the difference between each individual data point and the mean squared over n minus 1. So let me show you. So first we're going to use 28 because that's the first data point. Then we're going to subtract the mean that we worked out, which was 22.8, and then we're going to square it. Then we're going to do a plus sign, and we're going to go 20 minus 22.8, so using the second data point in the set, squared, plus 30 minus 22.8 squared, plus 19 minus 22.8 squared, plus 17 minus 22.8 squared. Then we're going to divide that by n, which represents the number of data points in the sample, so 5, minus 1. So divide by 5 minus 1. And you could just work it out from here, but first I'm just going to simplify it to make it a bit easier. So if you simplify all the subtraction in the brackets, you're going to get that it equals the square root of 5.2 squared plus negative 2.8 squared plus 7.2 squared plus negative 3.8 squared plus negative 5.8 squared. And that's all over 4. And just remember to keep all the negative numbers in brackets so that they become positive when you square them in your calculator. But the answer is going to be the square root of 33.7, which means that the standard deviation is about 5.8 hours. Alright, here's another sample of data. Let's say these are the heights in centimeters of 6 students taken from a class of 30 students. Alright, so remember the first thing you should do is you should work out the sample mean. And that's just going to be the sum of all the data points. So 170 plus 165 plus 158 plus 180 plus 190 plus 177 divided by the number of data points in the sample, so 6. And that gives a sample mean of about 173.33. Alright, now that we know the sample mean, we can just use the normal standard deviation formula for samples. So that's going to be the square root of the sum of each individual data point minus the mean squared, all over n minus 1. So we start with 170, then minus the mean, squared, plus 165 minus 173.33 squared. Next is 158. Then next is 180. And I'm going to run out of room here, so it's going to look a bit messy, but next we add 190 minus the mean, squared, and then plus 177 minus 173.33 squared. And then we divide that all by n minus 1, so that's just 6 minus 1, which is 5. And once again, we could work it out from here, but I'm just going to simplify it a little bit first. So simplifying this, we get the square root of negative 3.33 squared plus negative 8.33 squared plus negative 15.33 squared plus 6.67 squared plus 16.67 squared, and finally plus 3.67 squared, and then we just divide that all by 5. And if you work that out in a calculator, you get a standard deviation of about 11.4 centimeters. Alright, now that we've done 2 examples using the sample standard deviation, let's just do one using the population standard deviation. So let's say this is a set of data with the age of each person in a friend group. So we want to work out the population standard deviation of the age of people in that friend group, where we have the age of every single person. So the population standard deviation is represented using the Greek letter sigma, and the formula is basically exactly the same as the sample standard deviation. It's just the sum of each individual data point minus the population mean, which is represented through the Greek symbol mu, and that's all squared. And then instead of dividing by n minus 1, you divide by capital N, which is just the full number of data points in the dataset. So even though some of the symbols are different, the only actual difference in calculation is that you divide by n instead of n minus 1. So first let's quickly work out our population mean. So it's just going to be 19 plus 22 plus 21 plus 20 plus 21 all over 5, because that's how many data points we have, and that just equals 20.6. So now let's plug that into our formula. So our population standard deviation is just going to be 19 minus 20.6 squared plus 22 minus 20.6 squared plus 21 minus 20.6 squared plus 20 minus 20.6 squared, and then plus 21 minus 20.6 squared. And that's all going to be divided by 5. Sorry, let me just fix the root sign there. And then simplifying that, it's going to be the square root of negative 1.6 squared plus 1.4 squared plus 0.4 squared plus negative 0.6 squared, and plus another 0.4 squared. Once again, divided by 5, and if you work that out, you get a population standard deviation of about 1.02 years. And that's how you calculate standard deviation. Thanks for watching.